My name is Tina Menger. I'm a singer-songwriter from Germany, and this is Foreign Hero.
On an ordinary day.
My interest in Korea started in 2016 actually. I was watching K-pop videos with my friend in a flat in Munich, and I fell in love with their style and their power when performing. When I first traveled to Korea in 2017, it made me feel very comfortable, and the culture was so interesting to me. You could see people on the markets, like grannies making some pancakes, people eating together, sharing food. It was very traditional, but very modern at the same time. That trip I stayed in a hostel, and the hostel owner actually asked me to play a concert on the rooftop. I felt that people really have interest in the story behind the lyrics, and they are really careful listeners. I immediately felt like I want to go back. Sometimes you think, okay, this was just a holiday trip and now I go back to normal life. But I thought, why don't I go back to Korea? That time I had a job. I was a media designer and I was editing movies. I had a good circle of friends, but something in me said, I want to go back to Korea. I want to experience more. This opportunity to be someone new, to create myself in a new way. I thought I could become the musician that I want to be. So in 2018, I decided to move to Korea on a working holiday visa. In the first month, I had a lot of problems. I didn't organize my life there. I didn't actually save a lot of money. I didn't know anyone. I knew one person, which was the hostel owner. I had a lot of struggle with cultural differences, but I don't think it's Korean culture. I think it's a general problem of a lack of communication, trying to establish yourself into a new society.
Take down your heavy laws in nature's poetry.
It was not the easiest time in the beginning, but once I started making music, going to clubs, playing on jam sessions, I met a lot of nice people. I think that was the main part of me realizing that once you find people that you connect with, you feel like you're home. Me just trying to make music in Korea, playing songs on stages. I got a contract with a music agency, and then I was able to make music professionally for 1 year.
Her eyes observe the moments far, attentively a newborn soul.
I actually recorded an EP in London in 2016, but I always felt like the music that I recorded in London needed to be finished. So when I started to record music in Seoul, I felt the urge to put all the music that I made from 2016 to 2020 into one album. And that's why I started recording Chapter 1 Seoul. I played the guitar, I sang the songs and the harmonies, and I even mixed the album. After recording my album, a friend of mine asked me to join a TV show, Yoon's Day, one of Korea's biggest TV shows, that invited me to eat Korean food and to play my music in front of a huge audience. Joining this TV show was outstanding. After recording Chapter 1 Seoul, people from Munich called me and they asked me to produce the album. So now I'm working on a band version of these songs.
Doing something right.
This is the first time I can say I'm playing with a band, and I feel professional enough now to create and arrange the music together with these people. Going back to Munich now, after 2.5 years staying in Korea, could feel like going back to where I started, but it's not. Even if I moved back, I don't feel like I came back to my normal life. I'm someone new, and now you can say chapter 2 is following. I guess it's Munich. The time in Korea made me stronger, more confident, and gave me a wider perspective on how you can live. And I'm very proud that I dived into unknown, and now I can say it all made sense in a way. I enjoyed that I had this parallel life and I could experience extraordinary things. I always call Seoul my third home because I'm actually from the north of Germany and I stayed in Munich for a long time. But now I have a new place to go to and meet my friends.
Find love tonight. If I see you again, I'll tell you I missed you.
I actually made some Korean friends in Munich before even going to Korea. So I really enjoy being in Munich and still being surrounded by Korean culture. My goal is to combine all these worlds and introduce my friends to Korean culture and vice versa.
Is it telepathy? Is it my bliss?
The idea is to focus on music, to study Korean and more new experience, traveling, meeting people, trying something new and taking the risk. What I really learned during the time in Korea is not having a plan is totally fine. Following your passion and your intuition always leads you somewhere. I think it's very important to show people what you want. And if you start following that path, if you decide, okay, I want to be a musician, I want to be a filmmaker, and you start actually making movies or making music, that always leads you somewhere. I don't know clearly where my next path is going to. I will just enjoy the time. If you liked this video, feel free to share it with your friends and stay tuned for more Foreign Hero videos.